right, well, hello and welcome back as we begin week number 2. So, as you can see, obviously some things just a little bit shifted as we go from last season details to new season details. As you can see the records above and below the logos. And then we have our season recap with actual results. And so you can see these teams currently 11 and 12, with them both having losses. However, those bottom two rankings really just coming because they're the only teams who didn't lose in 5 games. And you can say that might have come because they played what many would view as 2 of the top teams. So I think this will probably be a much better test for them. No, I do not believe so. Not currently, at least, no. Although I was messaged that Anomaly is having some connection problems, but as of now, they have their main roster. So you can see that one result on the board. Obviously, as the season goes on, that will be added to. Then we have our usual gulp. Okay, accidentally stopped it, but we get right back in. As you can move over to the schedule, you can see a couple good games. Which of these are 1-0 versus 1-0? Chicago, New York is going to be our 1-0 versus 1-0. And then we also have Havana, Arcadia, obviously, which is our 0-1 versus 0-1. All the rest are split record. Look at our standings, you can see that, as of course there are 5 at 1-0, 5 at 0-1. And then it is tie broken by game diff for 1 versus 2 versus the next 3. And then goals scored for, or goal diff rather, for 3 through 5. And in Prism, it does just fully mirror. So, same opponents, 5 played 6, 4 played 7, etc. Looking over to our stats, you can see Mincy and Matt earned the key player after week 1, although, of course, pretty low stats across the board, so we'll likely see more concrete trends as we get a couple weeks under our belt. And in terms of averages, it also does favor Havana, as they have a 4-3 advantage in terms of stats led. However, again, they are all pretty close, and since it's early season, that kind of just makes sense. And so we'll see. I think this is a tough one because, like I said, I think they both played very strong teams, and they both looked pretty decent within those matchups. I would say Arcadia almost put up a better fight, and by power ranking probably played a stronger team, but they also got swept. And so it's hard to compare. I think the heights of Arcadia, based on what we said, might be higher. But as we've said several times, Havana also have played with each other quite a bit and did take a game and do have the better stats. And so I'm interested to see how this one goes. I think especially with a 9-week season, this is a fairly important win for both of these teams. That obviously 0-2 doesn't end your season, especially now with the play-in, that you could go 0-9 and be the 7th seed, avoiding the top-ranked team. So, okay, well, the game hasn't even started yet, and Anomaly lost connection. So, hopefully it's not too big of an issue, but hey, we do have match admin. So, if it is an issue, then unlucky, we can probably deal with it. Hopefully it's not, as we are just waiting on one of our teams to get in. Now, I do have to make a prediction, and that is tough. I don't really know which way to lean, as I've said. I think in the end, I have to, or I am going to favor Arcadia. But scoreline is tough. I'm going to say 3-2. by the typical logic of I don't really know how to separate these teams. And so I could see it being a pretty close series. But I don't exactly know what this matchup is going to look like. So, yeah, I'm interested because we only have 1 week. We only have 1 week of results down. And so it's really hard to gauge these teams, really. So, based on what we saw in that first game, I'm believing in Arcadia. But I could absolutely be very wrong about that. And that's what we're going to have to see as we load in here. Game number 1. It is Havana in blue, Arcadia in orange. Koa going up with it early. Dropped to the side by Jam. Mincey's already there. Normally just going to dive on by. Matt trying to shadow it back. Goes for a 50. Gives up his life for it. But Koa able to dive across and take away the ball. Looking for a 50 here. Neither has boost, but it'll kill perfectly for Red Guy. And now Havana will break downfield. Bump comes through, but that touch a little bit strong, and there won't be a shot. Now Anomaly, another 51. That'll force it down into the high flyer corner. This one pass across. Jam low boost. Dunked up in the air by Koa. Matt waiting back will play this one up off the left wall, but that bounce is tough, and he can only get a 50 on the double. See now demoed as he tries to pop it up. Anomaly, another even 50 as we've been kind of back and forth corner to corner. Nothing really working out for a good center, but definitely directional pushes on both sides as we're definitely seeing a bit of a threat here for Arcadia. Matt, though, going for the double, can't pull it down. Could have definitely been a shooting chance there, but instead, stays 0-0. And Van will be happy with that. Arcadia, of course, not satisfied. They'll try to push forward again. Matt left alone again, but good demo by Koa will buy some time. This 150, though, scary. I think it was just barely off the post, but Koa pops it away. Mincy, that shot blocked off the bar by Anomaly. Another off the bar, and this time, Red Guy is there. A couple good attempts, but that one makes them panic, and Red Guy able to get there in time. And a minute and a half in, it is 1-0 for Havana. Going now up in the air, it'll play over off the left wall, bounce straight down, then roll out. Normally letting it go, now bangs it over off the side, and it'll bounce straight up. That guy now dropping it across, caught by Mincy, no boost, just trying to play it slow, going for the flick. Matt will cut it off. Jam up early will beat Koa to it, although he does get bumped off. Matt now, good slow play, but again, he's also bumped off, as we have seen quite a bit of physicality here so far. Jam looking for the slow play. Anomaly almost punishes, but it'll 50 just wide. Now around again, this one played back. Koa look for a shot, it's weak. We'll look for the follow. The 50 is forced wide. Red Guy gets enough behind it. Matt now around again, looking for another touch. Gets it out. Anomaly's there. It is all tied up at 1. Matt, the clean double, beats the low boost Red Guy, and then Jam stranded, facing the wrong way. No chance to get up to it. And so Arcadia do concede first, but they don't trail for all that long. And we have a completely even game at the halfway mark. Matt now looking for a pass down. Anomaly is there, but Jam able to get a dunk on that one. Dropping down again. Red Guy off the back wall, dropping down. Matt will bounce it away. Up to the side by Jam again. This one up in the air towards the back wall. Matt trying to double it away. Will get it over to the left wall. Now bouncing down, Mincy will play it forward. Anomaly up off the corner. 2 players go for Havana, and it'll go lateral across the field. Now down off the ceiling again. Mincy trying to turn in. He doesn't have boost. He can only threaten, but Jam has something more substantial. Anomaly up again. Beats one, but he's out of boost. Does get the dunk, but it is still wide. Red Guy a little bit panicked, though. Does give Koa a shot, although Jam is there in plenty of time. And now Matt with a misread. Jam is on it. He'll pop up, but Anomaly on the goal line stands tall and keeps it tied. Anomaly now racing onto this one. Another dunk right over to the left wall. Jam trying to jump up. Red Guy to his left. He'll leave it, but that pop is just right into the corner. That'll give Arcadia a play on it as Matt 50s it up in the air. I'm now trying to keep this attack going, but again, kind of like early in the game, really no threat there. They just went corner to corner, and eventually Arcadia found a window out. And so both these teams are going to need to find ways to transition it as maybe a gift of a threat here, but Mincy and Red Guy both get stuffed. And it's cleared away by the mages. Trying to pop it up a little bit slow on the jump. Will allow Jam to get there first. Going out that one. Maybe an attempted pass. Anomaly a bit slow to get to it. Will now play it, but Red Guy able to block it back out to the side. Around the outside again. One touch away by Mincy. A bump by Red Guy. Matt trying to jump. Doesn't have an angle at it. Anomaly will pinch it around the outside. Jam now bouncing it down again. Looking for a back pass, but it's popped away. Good 50 there by Koa. We're now going to get beat as we almost see a roll one, but it's broken by Mincy, I believe, just before it forms, so we won't have to say anything about that. Now not able to find that one. Red Guy will control. It's popped away by Matt, but it's right at Jam. Great save by Anomaly, but they need more. Drop down on the line. Anomaly clears it away. Jam, full tank of boost, bangs it up into the corner. Ko tries to keep it away. Jam will knock it right back down. Mincy off the corner, double back out. Matt pops it up in the air. It's so awkward, and it's in. Mincy takes game one for Havana. It just felt like on the goal line there, Arcadia had chances to get it away, had chances to get it down. But either way, they kind of pop it up a couple times, and it just ends up in their net. They get outshot 11-5 in the game. They get outscored by 1. And it just feels like both sides need to find more ways to get threat, and maybe a couple touches you want to lock in there for Arcadia. They'll fall just short. Forced to play way too much defense, and then eventually they make the mistakes. And just as a whole, not able to get that done. So we move on now. Game number 2. Havana one game to the better, but Arcadia not out of it just yet as Matt tries to pop it up off the right wall. Mincy will knock it right back down. Anomaly trying to shadow forward. Cole will pop it up. Back flick by Jam. Shot will be there. Down off the ceiling. It's a pass there, but Red Guy gets a great 50 behind it and keeps it away. Jam now tracking it downfield. It'll bounce up in the air. Can't drop it down. It's a pass to Mincy. It's off the post. Red Guy 50'd away. Mincy beat to it. Does get a touch, but it won't keep the threat alive. And even if Jam might try, Arcadia, the defense is showing up pretty well. Of course, they do got to find some offense on top of it, but if nothing else, you got to give them that. They have looked pretty good on this side of the ball as Mincy going to try to make them play more of it. Jam 50 will go wide. Matt gets the corner boost, goes for the air dribble away. One touch into the reset, trying to drop for a wave dash, but Jam just going to force it away. Koa now gets a save. Well, Mincy gets a save on Koa's play in. Double commit for both teams. See who it favors. It drops down off the corner. Will fall to Koa first as he'll at least buy some time. There's a missed touch and another double commit. Attempted pass for Matt, but no one ready for it. Will eventually be Koa, but Mincy just going to dunk that one out. Miscoordination there. You definitely see the angle for Matt. He has 2 people on the near post. He just thinks if there's someone across, they probably have an open look, but of course just no one there. And so it kind of just slows down the chance they had. Koa now trying to catch up to this one. Will beat one, looking for another. Jam trying to chase him down, and Red Guy will eventually force it away. Red Guy now another one played forward. 50 over to the left wall, dropping down. Redirect forward there by Matt, but no follow-up, and it's easily air dribbled out by Mincy. Just over 2 minutes played here. Still no goals on the board. As it has felt quite back and forth. I would even say Arcadia favored, but the goal total will not say the same. Havana break out, and they get the goal. A banger off the backboard, a bouncing shot. Matt messed up by the post, cannot get down to it. And Havana are going to score first again. This one played out. Matt is there, but that one is just wide into the corner. Now trying to pop this one back, going maybe a bit too far back. Will beat one with the reset, but then forces just 50 another. Won't get a touch on that one, but Mincy kind of gets it for him. Red guy trying to pass it out. Missed by Arcadia, but may have turned into a bump against Mince, and so it will slow down the attack a little bit. Oh no, another 50, but it's right at Mincy. He'll go straight up, and then bumped off it. Another double commit. Matt, it looked like sitting dead center in net, knows that one's coming right at him, but Koa in the corner panicking, feeling like he needs to get up for it. And so that just causes more defense to be played. Now eventually Arcadia will be able to break out here, and maybe a chance. Koa, so close. He gets the touch up, he knocks it down, he gets the pinch, but just too far off to the side. The pinch hits the post. And Arcadia still down one with 1:45 left to go. Nomley now knocking it down, but Matt not quite getting that chip on it. Jam now trying to play it away. Matt can be there trying to get over Mincy, but will not be able to do so. Nomley jumping up, doesn't have the boost, beat by one. But we're going to try to take it the other way. The slow dribble has possession, maybe outspeeds it a little bit, gets it up, but not going to be any sort of a shot. Matt now trying to 50 this one down, but again, patience from Red Guy, just going to get more out of it. Jam trying to knock it down, popped across again. Koa trying to force it forward. Up off the left wall, dropping down. Matt jumping up again, but Red Guy knocks it away. 1 minute left to go. It feels like we've seen so many attacks from Arcadia, but none of them are really threatening anything. Koa, though, given a dribble here. Basically a 1v1 for the moment, although a couple players are streaking back. Jam will get the touch first, and Havana force it away again. It just feels like Arcadia, they're getting possession, they're getting chances, but everything is a solo play or a missed pass or something, and just none of it's working out for them. This one now played out to the corner by Koa. He'll try to follow it up as he'll bang it over to the left side. Final 30 seconds. Arcadia trapped back in their half. This one pinched down, but it's possessed by Red Guy. Look for a touch. He'll beat one. Matt will get over him. Up off the back wall, but Koa can't quite read it. He'll keep it in the corner, but Red Guy can play it from there. Time will run down. It's an awkward read, but it's one you need to make, and Arcadia are all out of chances. Mince plays it back. The time runs out. And Havana are one away from another win. Just one goal. All it takes is it's 4 shots apiece. So much slower shooting than the last game. But of course, the end result overall is the same. As I will also note, 2 saves apiece. And so that means a shot unaccounted for the Mages, and a shot, and well, 2 unaccounted for the Mages, 1 also unaccounted for Havana. So that may be speaking a little bit to the accuracy, struggling to get those chances they have on target. Or, of course, they could just be lobs randomly towards the net or off a random post that just give shots. But either way, that's sure a shot, but that's also sure a save. Koa, I thought that was for sure a goal, but he dives in, picks it away. Still the defense here for Arcadia, need to get it out. Matt trying, passes it away, Anomaly dropping it down, another one up towards the corner, pinch down in front. Koa on the other end. And it's first blood for Arcadia. 24 seconds in. A great goal line stand from them, and then they flip it to the other side. This one though, 50 back. Jam has control. Koa, that touch gets away. Red Guy 50'd, it's wide for now. Koa prioritizing the boost, will beat Mincy to it. There is a recenter, but Anomaly can get a long clear downfield. Matt is on it, but can't get a touch on it. Koa now forced to leave, and it's just a big shot by Jam, but Koa will get up and knock it down. Matt now trying to bang it across. Anomaly running low on boost, will get the touch. That'll set up Matt, but Red Guy takes it away. Koa now dropping it down, mid-C up off the back wall. This This one around again, dropping down, 50 to cross in front of the net, but Koa a little bit too far, and Jam was there anyway. Not going to be set up again. Arcadia, so much push here, and of course they do have that goal on the board, but even again, hasn't felt like that much of it has been threatening. It's a great bump, a great save, but the follow-up is there again. Havana tie the game. Mincy, you see the slow play as Red Guy goes for the bump. Unfortunately, the shot is still right into Koa, but of course the rebound is lacking. It's an easy enough follow-up for Mincy, who just pops it in, and we are all tied up at 1. Koa now a moon flick, trying to set something up, but Jam another good 50 on it. No one really reaching that one. Off the corner, dropping down, Anomaly pre-flipping in, won't get anything on it. Matt will, straight up in the air, turns into another solo play, dropping down, dropping under. Matt beats them all. 2-1. Goes up high, gets the reset, only Jam back. The other two are scattered, and he just slots it right beneath him. Little bit of revenge from last game. And Matt gives his team the lead right back. Now another dunk forward as well. Mincy forced to play safe. Now he'll move out. He'll get a 50, and he will just get a goal. What else can you say? Koa AFK, and you understand why. That is just crazy. A 50 just straight up pinches right downfield. Oh, we may have a DC. So no one has called anything. I'm going to wait for him to leave the lobby. And assuming he does, then we will pause. And a goal was just scored, and so that's kind of chill. But of course, we do have to wait for him to leave. So we'll see as Matt has the ball in the air, looking for the play. It'll get knocked down. Now out towards the side, Koa trying to pop it around, and there you go. There you go. All right, and so we'll wait for the reconnect. Hopefully that he'll get back pretty soon. I think this has definitely felt like a better match from Arcadia. Obviously, they're still not leading. There's still been mistakes, even if, you know, that second goal, it's hard to call it a mistake. But end of the day, still just, you could blame it on an overcommit. And we are going to get going. All right, resuming here for game 3. So we had a player disconnect there, but all good. Got him back in. Didn't have to wait too long. So let's hope we can play a clean series out. Arcadia still fighting to stay alive. As we were saying at the beginning of that DC, definitely a much better game from them, but still not enough to get a lead thus far. So we're going to need to see them get something else in the second half of this game. Jam now a strong touchdown field, doesn't have boost, but threatening and able to get a 50, although Koa does win it over to the side. Matt up really early, but just doesn't quite have the read and can't get to the ceiling either. That'll leave Anomaly alone back. He'll try to play it away, 50 towards net, but Matt a good pop away. I think the unfortunate thing for Arcadia, though, is Matt using a lot of boost for that one. I think the double makes it a bit more worth it, but still a pretty heavy commitment. This one's popped out off the crossbar. Forced around, Jam waiting on it, trying to drop it down. Now up high in the air, Jam won't be able to follow it. Anomaly bangs it up to the back wall. Awkward read, they won't make it. Anomaly back in the lobby, making a difference. 3-2. Arcadia lead again. A misread on the tough play, and he swoops around and shoots under the last defender. And so it is 3-2 with 90 seconds left to go. Red guy trying to flick it across. Looking for a play again. This one played around. Matt trying to 50, but Red guy dunks him, and that'll go to the other corner where the boost is stolen. Unfortunately, Red guy getting it leaves Mincy with nothing and does kind of stall out the play. Koa, though, trying to dive in, will lose out on the 50. Matt in an awkward spot and needs Anomaly to bail him out. Now he'll help to stall time, as well as Koa with that dunk. 1 minute to go now. Lead still there for Arcadia, and now it's 2. Anomaly finds another. It gets awkward in the Havana corner, and Anomaly just swoops in, shoots it dead center, and no one's there for it. Agree with Koa. I know the name's cut off for you guys, but agree, disconnect buff. Comes back in an even game state, scores the next 2 goals. And Arcadia now in a very good position as almost the hat trick, but it just hits off the post. Matt now trying to get back, bumped off it. Mincy already there. The shot rings wide. Koa trying to pop it back. Jam will turn. Knocks one down towards net. Another double commit. Matt a solid first touch, but Red Guy able to beat him back to it. Anomaly now with 1 touch forward, and Matt will get the play downfield. 25 seconds left to go. Arcadia just need to buy time. This one down. Mincy trying to clear it away. Havana running out of chances. Anomaly from his own corner, dropping it down. Jam moving in, 50 off the corner. Demo in the net, but Anomaly cuts it off. Jam will mistouch it as well. He'll be forced to play it back, and the clock will run to 0. 4-2. The disconnect buff stands through and makes the difference as Arcadia force Game 4. Long road to a reverse sweep, but as they pretty clearly outshoot 13-5, they also outscore pretty cleanly, of course, 4-2 there. And so we'll see as we look on towards game number 4. Will Arcadia continue to fight back? Will the disconnect buff continue? Or can Havana reclaim their control? Really comes to if they can get Arcadia off balance on offense. Because I think everything coming out of that pause was probably some of the most dominant or the most effective, maybe, a word I've said a lot this season, that we've seen their offense. Maybe even just the most threatening. Because it felt like there were so many shots, so many goals, and it's not stopping. Anomaly sets it up with a 50 here as Jam misses. 50's through him. Koa drops it back right in front of Mincy, and it's 1-0. Oh, you're right. No, you're right. Don't worry about it. I forgot. It's fine. It's fine. It was a play. I might go back in the end and show it. I'll think about it. Go up the replay. And this time I will intentionally go to a replay. But you sure will see this goal. It's 2-0. Arcadia score again. Just a 2-0 lead immediately. 18 seconds after the first, and starting to look pretty good. Of course, there is a lot of time left to go, and we've seen Havana score, so definitely can't feel comfortable just yet, but it is a lead, although they're starting to cut into it. Jams rings off the bar, but fortunately Mincy is there. Also stayed in the net. It went bar down, back into the bar. It just stayed on the goal line. If that bounces out and up, that could get really awkward. But, hey, not quite going to be what happened. This one's played across again. Mincy trying to stay with it. Fakes out one. Pops past another. Good block by Koa, though. Red Guy now moving in. Drops it down wide. Anomaly will keep it out to the side, but now Jam seals the boost. Fortunately for Arcadia, it's a good clear away by Anomaly. That'll force a reset, although Red Guy plays it back in, but a good read by Matt to dunk it away. Koa now towards the net, but Jam evades the bump, but I think it was wide anyway. Anomaly another shot. Red Guy another save. Mincy downfield sets up Red Guy as he'll dribble past one. 50's through a second, but that sets up Koa. Another good clear away. Arcadia not allowing themselves to get pressured for long, and it's a transition goal hat trick. Koa gets the ground pinch shot here and pops it up to the top left corner. And it's a 2-goal lead yet again. Played back away. Matt trying to pop it up in the air. Mincy downfield again. Koa up off the ceiling. Jam now dropping it down, playing it forward. Anomaly up off the backboard. And now trying to follow it up. This one clear downfield. Koa trying to follow it, but it'll be Red Guy to take it away, and he'll get a double as well. Jam moving in. It's off the backboard, and it's in. It gets way too cooked for Arcadia in the backfield. No one able to get a good touch, and eventually Mincy gets the touch to score. And so Havana keeping close, and it's a 1-goal game again. The dribble here, Jam gonna stay with it, he'll 50 another. Mincy taking over, will get the read, will get the pass, but Red Guy unable to jump as he's being disrupted. Anomaly now moving on to this one, he'll try to pop it up, he'll stay with it, but the pass a little bit too strong, and no one ready to read it. Going now another even 50, Matt trying to jump up a little bit backwards. That touch will beat Jam though, and no real boost for Havana. So give a moment, although Jam moving in, that shot wide, it'll roll out, could be a chance for someone. Mincy drops it in. Easy enough for Matt, but it's not a clear, and Red Guy is still lurking. Jam up next, around the corner with one touch, not able to get a second, and Matt will now take control. Mincy the shot, Anomaly a bit light on the clear. It'll be Koa, better touch as that took a very favorable bounce, but Mincy is still on it. Double demo will give time, but the double miss gives it right back. Jam with control, and Koa another dunk away. Now off the left side, bouncing down off the ceiling. Mincy looking for a shot, pops it up, and Koa plays it out to the left. Mincy now on it. Koa downfield, it's off the left side. Trying to wait with it, the flick beats one. It's open. 4 goals for Koa as he breaches 700 points. And the lead is 2 once more. Havana are making it a battle, but the Coliseum is clearly home field for Koa. 95 seconds left to play. Still time for Havana, but Koa is trying his hardest to push this one to 5. Red Guy now playing it forward. Jam will do the same, up into the corner. Koa gonna take this one away. He'll get downfield back into the blue corner. Mincy just trying to pinch it, but it'll stay close until that one is forced all the way across the field. Now around the corner, played down by Jam. Koa trying to play it forward. Red Guy around, Koa to drop it down. Mincy will play it away again. Matt now, awkward touch, but Anomaly's there to back it up. Nothing on that one, but it does work out as a fake for Mincy until Matt plays it, but another awkward touch, almost centered, but too high for Jam. Now off the backboard again, Anomaly trying to get it away, and Cole will push it even further so. Jam though, awkward, Anomaly is there, it's 5. Koa this time gonna get the assist as Anomaly bounces it through them all. And it is a 3-goal lead with 37 left on the clock. Vice, don't worry about it. He loves pushing narratives. As this one is on and in again. If it wasn't over, it sure should be now. It is 6-2. Just a clean shot from the corner. Oh, I know. I mean, Vice, during the New York Steinhatchee, during that series, the entire time he was like, oh, the Scallops are much better. They'll dominate this one. Don't worry. It won't be close. And then New York were just consistently winning. And then he was like, Remy's looking a little bad. Like, he started kind of doing the same thing he's doing now. As Mincy trying to drop this one down. Matt not going to be able to get a piece of it. But the time will run down. It will run to 0. After 2 games, it looked rough. But that's why you played the whole series, Arcadia. Push us to Game 5. It looked close to begin this one, but it did not stay that way as they as actually tie in goals, or they tie in shots 9-9, and yet they outscore them 6-2. Yeah, I think one team was a little bit more efficient than the other, but I could be wrong. As we do get ready to load in for one final game. See, I can't be as quick. Between games 3 and 4, you have 2 button presses to get to the next map. We run it, we're going. That one, that's a long way down the alphabet. But we got there, and we are ready to go. Under the bright lights, Champions Field. The Mages looking for a reverse sweep, something we have not seen this season, although we've seen a couple at least get blocked in Game 5. Can they complete it, or will it be denied again? Anomaly trying to pop it forward. It's over one. Jam is alone. Jam can't get it. Anomaly gets first blood, and Arcadia are rolling. A clean read. Jam just a bit too slow, a bit too low. Watches it go over his head. This is over to the side. Koa already on it. Up off the corner. Red guy up early. Gets it down towards Jam, but he can't make contact without boost. Anomaly now trying to get it away, but again without boost, can't go far. Is he trying to get up? He's beaten 2. Tries for the pass down. A pinch away for now. That one's high. The follow-up is in. Tie game. Just panic, physical play, and no options for Arcadia. And eventually, they are punished. And so we have parity 1 minute in. This one's played forward. Anomaly trying to keep it low. Jam around 1. Matt is alone, but it's off the post, popped away by Jam. Mincy now forced to follow this one back. Has a big boost advantage, but gives it up to Koa. Koa now high around. Red guy in awkward touch up in front of the net. Jam will get 1 touch away, but Anomaly trying to dive in. He'll get beat by Mincy. Koa now left alone, catches it down. Jam might have gotten a bump on that one, but not going to get a whole lot. Anomaly now going to try to play it away again and just takes a big clear. It gives up possession, but it gives them time and breaks up the pressure. Mincy now trying to slow it down, uses up all of his boost. The demo will help, but Matt is still on it. Reset wave dash, but Jam plays it away, beats out 2. And forces Anomaly to make the play instead. Now held in the corner, a demo by Anomaly. Mincy, that might just be in. Koa gets credit. Speaking of own goals, an awkward play goes the wrong way. And it's 2-1, Arcadia again. I don't know what Lemon is talking about, because the teams are in their team chat. Like, what? I don't know, Lemon. It could have been a DM or something. Like, bro, who knows? Or it could have been an inference, as this one's off the post, just wide. Just wide again. The post starting to punish Havana as we approach the halfway point here. Yeah, like everyone is in their team VC. I don't know what Lemon is. This one now off the corner again. Mincy trying to get it away. Arcadia kind of letting it go. Turns into a shot, but Anomaly has a save on it. Not now the catch forward. This one off the back wall, dropping down 50 over to the left. Mincy not able to reach that one. I think his flip ran out on him, but he does get the follow-up. Red guy now wins out on that 50. Jam in the air, beats the race, or wins the race rather. Mincy now trying to get to that one. The backflip, though, kind of gives it away, but Red Guy a much better 50. It bounces across. Anomaly tries to get it away, but it's just high in the air. Jam is on it again, dropping it down. Can't get a touch, but doesn't need it. 2-2. Jam makes them panic, gets it by him. Matt with a full boost tank can't get to the play. And we are tied up again. Now over off the left wall, trying to get to this one. Mincy knocks it away, and Anomaly can't reach it. Mincy downfield. Matt still forced to go the wrong way. Looks for the double. It could center, but Anomaly up uncontested to get it away. Mincy now kills it at the midfield. Anomaly up early, wins out on the 50, back towards the center. Koa's there. Matt gets credit. 3-2. Arcadia, stay ahead of the pace. It might have been in regardless, but he guarantees the 50, and he guarantees the goal. And it's right back in. Welcome to Champions Field. It takes 2 seconds, and it pinches right into the net. And we are tied up. Nothing is permanent in this game. Nothing can be easy. These two teams continue to fight. 80 seconds now. Matt up on it, gets a reset, gets that double, and the demo. Okay, Matt, that was a little scary. I think we can all agree. Fantastic pass. I don't like that. I don't, like, maybe he's trying to pass it out. There was a goalie in there behind him, but I don't like that one. Either way, though, of course, sets up the play, and it does go in. Okay, you're so right, Vice. I don't know that he had to drop down in front of it, but he obviously did drop down and then try to backflip to get away from it. Like, that's clear. He wasn't trying to save it. It just was a bad spot. As Jam hits the bar on this one, it's up off the back wall again. Matt trying to play it away, but not a good touch. It's 4-all. Matt, plenty of time, just goes the wrong way with it. And Mincy just plays it top left. We are tied up again at 4. As, I don't know, this game's just been a little rough for Matt. Several missed touches. Kind of just mismanaging his car a couple times. I mean, we've seen the resets. We've seen, like, the good plays to set things up. But a lot of it just kind of feels like weird mistakes. As we're into the final 30 seconds here, we're still tied up. Arcadia have been scoring the first of every goal, but, I mean, you're out of lives here. 15 seconds to go. The next goal could be it, and it could be this. Red Guy keeps it away. Go off the bar. Matt can't get a shot on it. Time now running down towards 0. Koa trying to push it out, and it eventually hits the ground. Overtime on Champions Field. Matt not able to get anything on that one. Koa now trying to get it away again. Red Guy pinched. Well, Red Guy not able to reach it as Koa pinches it up over him. Matt now thinking about shadowing this one. Tries to slow it down, but Jam is right on top of that. Now off the left side, Mincy forced to leave it. Now off the left wall again. Matt trying to jump up. Goes for a reset, but won't be able to follow it. Now Anomaly trying to get behind it. He has time. He has the boost. The flip is there. Red Guy makes a save. He'll get a dunk as well. Now down off the ceiling. Drop down. Jam is there. Reverse sweep denied. Havana somehow close it out. It takes all 5 games, but they get there in the end. After an odd game 5, to say the least. They are going to close it out. That's not what I'm looking for. That's still not what I'm looking for. As we have our winner finally. I don't know overall, Koa, but like I feel like overall the game was pretty back and forth. It wasn't terrible. Now there were quite a lot of moments. I don't know. I mean, how much of it really was mistakes beyond? I mean, you could point to a lot of the mat plays. I think are kind of like the clearest ones. That there were kind of a lot of mistakes in that corner. But overall, I feel like it was just pretty back and forth. Honestly, it felt like the sequence of the game. No, I mean, I guess you're not fully wrong. I feel like the majority of that game was Arcadia would score, Matt would make a mistake, and then it would be tied. That was pretty much how that entire game went. Hold on. Just while we're here, we're going to go into a replay. This was game 4, and we're going to show the first 15 seconds because I didn't switch the scene. And so you can see the first 15 seconds through the first goal here. As it was just played up in the air downfield. And by the way, I was confused when Cozy was streaming because that thing in the bottom left was showing. It's because it was a replay. I was like, wait, but that's not supposed to be there. How'd you get that there? That's how. And so, yeah, pretty clean play there. So that that probably was the sign of that. But either way, we are going to ask about an interview. Don't want to make them wait too long, of course. And yeah, I mean, pretty good series, of course. Another game 5. That's now 6 of 11 in the 8-bit league have been game 5s. So another one to the tally, but another blocked reverse sweep as well. So we are just waiting about that. I don't know. The series was weird. It was a very odd series. It felt like, okay, we are gonna have an interview. They said they're gonna ignore game 5 for the interview, and that works with me. So we are going to have an interview, and we will be back in just one moment. And we are back with Havana. You guys get the win. How does it feel to be back to 1-1?
Normal. That's where we should be. You know, average middle of the pack team. That's how we always been.
I want to do things to myself.
Uh-oh.
That's valid. That's valid. I mean, after watching that game,
Monka?
I mean, my eyes. Like,
Well,
I wouldn't want to watch that game.
It's
No
sad,
disrespect
yeah.
of the 21 people who decided to spectate.
now I will ask, what changed between the first 2 games and then game 3?
The disconnect. Sorry.
True.
No, that was the issue. We went to the disconnect. We unlocked. We said we got this game in the bag, and then we didn't. Yeah, pretty simply.
That's fair. That's fair.
Yeah.
Yeah, something like that.
I don't know. Not much to talk about. Disconnect happened. We decided to throw a couple games.
Game 5 happened.
Game 5 happened. I apologize to the 21 viewers that had to watch that, John.
No, it's
won't happen
tough.
again.
What you mean? Tough. What you mean?
Won't happen again. I can probably see that. GG's go next.
No, Mince, how do you feel about the claims I'm seeing in chat from Gamer that you were playing with your toes?
I was actually typing out a response to that. That's too generous. That's a little too generous, Gamer. The first couple games, I would say I was playing with my toes. Game 4, Game 3, Game 4, Game 5. I don't know. Game 3 wasn't too bad. Game 4, and Game 5, I was not playing with my toes. I must have been playing with like my ass cheeks or something. Like I must have been blindfolded, like monitor off, playing with my playing with my ass.
That's
cheeks.
fair. That's fair.
That was a shameful performance from both sides. That game might be one of the worst games I ever had the honor of playing in. But yeah,
the honor.
Happens.
The game happened. It's
the game did happen.
It did happen.
That's for damn sure.
Yeah.
And
right, thank you, Falco.
Well, moving on as quickly as we can from that game. Quickly, you guys do play Calgary next week. How do you feel for that one? Mm.
Coming for your ass,
Vice?
Vice.
Where's Vice? Where's
coming?
Vice?
I'm coming for you.
Vice, are you in the chat?
He was.
Free low. Free low.
Hi, guys.
I do not agree with that statement.
There you
Oh,
go, Vice.
there's
Come on,
Vice
Vice,
joined.
I can say it to your face.
You talking
Free low.
shit?
That's exactly what I'm doing. What are you
Vice,
doing?
Vice,
You
I
sitting there
said it
and
to
watching it?
Jay. I said it to
Listen,
Koa.
red guy, you got Jay on your team. I ain't stressing shit, twin. Come
Yeah,
on,
What did I
lock
do? What did I do?
Hey. Oh, Jam. Yeah.
I got
What did I
Jam.
do?
it. What did I do?
Better watch yourself, Vice. We're gonna have
Yeah.
no availability.
bet, twin.
You're gonna FF.
I
Shit,
feel like
twin,
it'd
you
be
might
the
not have
opposite.
availability.
Uh-oh.
We're gonna have to do some. We're gonna have to do some Discord PvP to figure out when we're gonna play.
Yeah.
I'm in.
I'm coming for your ass,
So,
Vice.
Can we get that on stream, Doggo?
Probably not.
Alrighty. Thank you guys.
Yep.
I'm gonna head on off and get my homework done. It's due in an hour and 30 minutes, so let me lock in.
Yeah, I have
Yep,
to study for a test tomorrow.
I don't know if I can say GG's. So games
I don't know.
and good luck next week.
You can
You
say
know,
BGs.
Yeah.
Bad games.
Could hit that.
Average
Could
games.
hit that.
Yeah, BGs.
Oh, not
Pixel
average
games?
games. That's generous.
Pixel
Wait,
games.
what about ABGs?
I'm in.
I think it's a good one.
Oh,
All
nope,
right.
red guy's gone.
I
Yep.
guess we'll never know.
Thank you guys.
Yeah.
All right, and that will do it for our first game of the week. As of now, we have one game scheduled for tomorrow, I believe at 8:30, and then one game on the schedule for Wednesday as well. Let me check the time on that one. That is another 9:30 game. Both of those are in Pixel. So, of course, the schedule will be added to as we go. So make sure you watch the Discord for the schedule posted each day. But that does it for now. Your final score here, one last time. Havana 3, Arcadia 2. We'll see you back tomorrow for more week 2.